Okay, RM tips and tricks, probably number 30. I got a lot of these episodes spread out throughout the year, so whether I'm online or not, you'll get a little something from me. So I could post date videos. So redrawing your work. With the portfolio, if you don't get in, just keep at it. If you're that eager to get in, and you know how much the portfolio costs and how much the school costs, how much animation costs, then you have to redraw your work. And I redrew my storyboard. I'm happy with this, so this I could put it into my storyboard frame now. So I could scan this, shrink it down on the computer, and show them the computer version of this storyboard. Though they might give you a different storyline. So this storyline is just like he wants to go outside to play. So that's the storyline for this storyboard. But I'm using their character. I'm not gonna put my into my portfolio if my portfolio case is shot, so I would have to rebuy it. And I don't want to invest in any money into this, but I can show you how to do a cleanup. So this is a cleanup for me. You could do a little bit of shading if you want to. So that's the first frame, and you could box it out like I did. And that's the second frame. He's getting ready, he wants to go out and play. And he runs out the door and he wants to go to the park and play. So they might give you a totally different setup. So you have to do your roughs. So the roughs, that's kind of, that is rough. But for art, that is enough. But for animation, you have to be really clean and careful. So I think Sheridan, they like to see the clean work, but for me, I'm rough, and he's outside and he's holding a toy and he wants to play, and or he's holding a car. So, and the rest of this stuff you could put in, like the animal drawing is fairly good. Though I did have to rework my storyboard to a point where I'm happy. And they will supply you the proper storyboard frame. So I'm happy with these characters. Though I could clean it up a little bit. Because I had him sad, so I ended up making him look happy because he's outside playing. So those are the 4 frames for Sheridan storyboard. Though I don't know if I'll apply again, but I just want to know that I could put together the portfolio and have a little bit more to show this time. The dogs are always good to draw animals. My animals are always good. So I just had problems with the storyboard, the lion. So my animal drawing is fairly good. Because you draw what you see, you're not making stuff up. So I could try drawing this on newsprint if you want to. You could try drawing some of it on newsprint, not always on printer paper or a sketchbook. Include a lot of, see, this is the first go, the rough one, and that's the cleanup. So you might not have the time to do it all over again. And you can include some Disney, you can include some bone drawing. So you could try doing bone drawing on newsprint. And this is my character turnaround. So my character is from Franklin. So I got all his views, and that's pretty good and accurate. I'm happy. At least one layout of a cartoon, Simpsons layout. And that's also, I recommend doing thumbnails if you cannot get into life drawing. And just stand up, have your newsprint, and draw it that way, holding it your reference. You could do Playboy, you could do pin-ups, but they prefer to see something nude, so you don't always have to spend so much money on a portfolio. Oh, I need to go to life drawing class. Oh, I need to go to the zoo. So, but that's also a rough, but I'm happy with that even. But they could be also a lot cleaner. If you want to put any portraits, you could do some realism portraits, give them the Queen, some more storyboarding. That's the whole portfolio. And if I need to, I could do some of it digital. I've not shown you my digital yet, so I might have to do at least one or two digital if I were to ever apply again to Sheridan, but I don't think I will. I'm just doing these review tips and tricks for you guys for fun. Hopefully it'll help you out. How to do rough, how to do cleanup, and apparently they ask for animation now, so you have to show them animation. So if you cannot get in, I recommend going into a art departmental program that's 1 year, or try art. Might even have to try into a different art school. So whatever you can get. These animation, they're pretty strict. Might not even get a good score with all this stuff, but this is the best I got for Sheridan. Plus I can include 1 or 2 digital in my extras. I could try doing a layout in digital or something like a park, and have at least 1 or 2 that way. So you could probably have to invest into a tablet. And a lot of art students, we don't have money for this kind of crap, so animation is pretty expensive. I'm lucky enough that I could have this desk, which is roughly $500 if you're trying to buy it online. I got it off of a student, so I only paid like $200 to $300 for it. So yeah, just keep at it. And I would have to buy another portfolio case if I were to ever go to Sheridan. You could also invest into some kind of portfolio like this. So it'll hold the life drawing, but for presentation you will need one like this. Hopefully one doesn't have all the stuff creased up on you, so I would have to rebuy all the pages because all these pages are pretty much shit. So they're all creased, so don't show something like this to a Sheridan, you won't get in. So do the best you can, and if you're pressed for time, you won't get to redraw your stuff. So if they give you stuff to do at the last minute, and then that's that. Thanks for watching my tips and tricks. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of scammers out there. A lot of people want money for information for your work. Oh, I'll give you some ideas. Oh, I'll give you some tips. So I'll help you out a little bit, but you have to pay me $200. You have to pay me $400. But you can't learn it from a book. You don't need all the, unless if you're one of those rich kids, because animation is for the rich people. So if you're struggling, then I don't recommend going into animation, because it's an expensive program. So those people, they will pay the money. They will get ahead of you. So this is enough for me for my portfolio. Thanks for watching.